直接在北面，北面。
My testing, my testing. All right. Hi, student. Thanks for Alvin to drop by and help me to monitor the chat room over here. And yeah, so today we'll discuss about this MRSM paper. It's one of the highest vote. I believe we have about 600 something student vote about want to discuss about this paper. So yeah, here we are. And yeah, and happy Chinese New Year because Chinese New Year is on next Monday, isn't it? So so yeah, so I'm surprised still see like so many Chinese students here because yeah, your New Year is just around the corner. And because today we only have like 1.5 hours, so we might not go to the section B because I just realized the last few question is the where the K bar is. But today we will discuss about section A. most of the question in section A is actually quite okay. It's not that bad. All right. And then yeah, I see Elvin actually typing some Chinese words. Okay, good that you know some of the Chinese. All right, so hi sir, you saved my IGCSE Math and MF 2021 May June. Thank you so much. All right, yeah, most welcome for Juno. Okay, first day in life. All right, so for Agan, yeah, you're welcome. All right, so let's begin because I haven't had my dinner. I want to go to have my dinner right after this. I'm not sure have enough time or not because most of the shop, even Magma also close like 12, isn't it? So yeah, let's see. I prepare some of the chocolate in my hand just in case if I'm super hungry, then I will just eat it. So next week Chinese New Year got stream. I guess most likely no. I'm not sure. If that day, I mean next Thursday, if I got nothing to do, maybe I will do stream. But most likely I will go for some gathering. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so let's begin. Do not want to waste the time. Alright, so first one is third question. This is third. Alright, basically they want you to change this pattern into this pattern. Alright, this is just the whole idea of this question. So it's not too bad. So, but you need to have some idea on how to do as well. So this is 4. Square root 4, I will just say is square root 4. I mean square root 4a. I will separate them, become square root 4 multiply square root a. Okay, so square a minus 3 over square a plus this one I will do the same thing. Square 9 times square a. Alright, then what I want to do next is, because all of these are over 1, we can see this is a fraction, but this fraction, right, we do not have the same denominator. So what we need to do here is we need to make sure they have the same denominator. So here I will just multiply square a for numerator and denominator. I will do the same here. Then here, let's see what we have after we multiply. So this is 4 multiplied 2. Or you're not sure about that, you just type the calculator. 4 square 4 is 8. Okay. So, and then square a multiply square a. So we have square a square. Then we simplify it, we will get a here. Okay, so therefore this one, the whole thing is a. Okay, the denominator are square a. I'm going to write a whole square a here. So the top is just 8a minus 3. Alright, square 9, this is 3. So plus 3. Square a times square a. Okay, so 8a plus 3a, I have 11a minus 3 over square a. But I see the pattern here, the denominator is a, is not the square a. So how to make it into the a? I multiply square a again. Alright, so then here, square a times a, I got a. Then top is 11a minus 3 bracket square a. This is what they want. If you check back here, bottom must be a, top must have a square a, and inside the bracket is pa minus 3. I had 11a minus 3, so my p is basically 11. Okay, so it's basically just a little bit of simplify. So if you know how to simplify, right, this kind of question is really not that hard. Okay, 4 mark. Okay. Next one. Alright, this kind of question, when I first see it, actually, I thought it's the K-bar questions, because if you see some question like this, something like 5 power of x equals to x, something like this, right? One of the x at the power, another x is not the power. This kind of question is extremely hard to solve. Unless the number is like very makes sense one. Even if you say, sir, I know both x is 0, then you are wrong. Because 5 power of 0 is not equals to 0. So for this kind of question, right, it's super hard to solve. So normally in a higher level, right, I would just go into a 2 different graph and find the intersection point from my graphical calculator. Because I know 5 power of x, the graph is like this. And this one, y equals to x, the graph, it will be like this. Then I will find the intersection point from my graph calculator to know their answer. I mean, in the term of algebra, right, it's actually very hard to solve. So when I see something like 5 power of x, and then I have the x is not in the power, I'm quite surprised. But well, when I try to do, actually it's not that bad. Yeah, basically eventually you can just cancel out the 5 power of x. So yeah, then it's not really a k-bar. Okay, so let's begin on how to do this question. So 5 power x plus 1 is 5 power x multiply 5 power 1. The dot at the middle is multiply. Plus, this is 5 power x multiply 5 power 3 equals to 5 power x multiply 24x plus 5. Okay, so you see this one is very confusing. I would just suggest you let m equals to 5 power x. So to make the whole thing look easy a bit, so this is m multiply with 5 plus m. Oh, this is m multiply with 5 power of 3 is 125, okay? Equals to m 42x plus 5. Alright, so this one, if 5m plus 125m, I know this is 126m. Alright, the whole thing I'm going to move to the other side minus m 42x plus 5 equals to 0. And then I will just factorize out the m. I will get 126 minus 42x plus 5 equals to 0. If I factorize out the m, then right now I have two choices. M equals to 0, or this one is 131. Okay, so it's 131 minus 42x equals to 0. Then my x should be 131 over, did I make any mistake here? This is 126. Oh, I missed out a 5 power x. I missed out a 5 power x. Oh my god. Because here got still have plus 5 power x. Okay, so please allow me to write at the front here. We have one more m here. So this one should be oh, oops. My fail. I'm so failed. I'm so sorry. Okay, here is 5m. Here is 125m. Here is 1m. So if you plus all together, it should be 131m. Okay, I can imagine all of you like, sir, there's a mistake there. All right, I know it. All right, so this one should be 136. Okay, nice. So 6 divided by 42. I think I correct it right now. Oh my god. Because just I got the, I still make any mistake here. 5 power x times 5. 5 power x times this one. Then plus 5 power x equals to 5 power x 42x plus 5. So this is m plus 5m plus 125m, 130m, 131m. So I move together, take out the m. I got this one plus 5. Plus 5 is, this is minus 5. Yeah, because this is minus for both, right? This is minus 5. Sorry. Because, okay, so right now 131 minus 5. Yeah, don't make the carry mistake like I did, okay? 126. Okay. Then 126 divided by 42. X equals to 3. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so then we have another m equals to 0. So 5 power x equals to 0. This one is rejected because no matter what is the power of x, you can't get 0. But in order to solve this, you say, sir, I'm not believe on you. So what you can do is use the log. This one is log 50. If you type in the calculator log 50, you will get undefined, okay? Math error. So this one cannot be solved. Alright, because we still have an m equals to 0. So therefore, we only have one answer, which is x equals to 5. X equals to 3, sorry. Yeah, I think it's got another 5 power x. But I'm so happy so many of you really doesn't fall asleep. Because you actually can find my mistake. Alright, so yeah, this is how we solve this kind of question. It's not too bad, but you just kind of need to do carefully. Don't make a correct mistake like what I did here. Okay, so yeah, I see the JY also trying to help me over here. Okay, so yep, let's continue. Okay, let me just erase here. I don't want my question look very messy here. Okay, so they asked us to evaluate this one. So what I want to do is the square root, I will just make it become power 1 over 2. And this one, if I want to solve it, I will just like log A over B. One of the rule tell me is log A minus log B. I'm going to use this rule to actually solve this part here. So this one is log m minus log m square root n. Square root n, I can change to n power 1 over 2. Alright, this is the first step. The 1 over 2 I move to the front. And then this one over here is basically log AB equals to log A plus log B. When they multiply, we will get a plus here. So therefore, this one is log mm plus log mn. Alright, log mm is basically 1. This one I move the half to the front minus half log mn. Alright, so I multiply half for both of them. This one is 1, isn't it? 1 multiply 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. Plus 1 over 2 log mn plus 1 minus half log mn. You can see both of them are the same. One is plus, one is minus. I cancel out. So my final answer is 3 over 2. Done. Okay, so here you just need to know how to apply the log rule. Whenever they multiply, you expand them, become plus. Whenever they divide, they expand them, become minus. And then the second thing you need to know is about the square root. So whenever you see the square root, you should know this one is basically mean power half. Okay, so how do you know must represent with m? Okay, so it's a very good question. Okay, you not necessarily must represent m. You can use any letter you write. Use y, use k, use h. Use any letter you want. Even though I don't want to use also, I can solve. But just it will look like more complicated a little bit. If today, let's say I don't want to do any substitution. So what I will see here is I will have 5 power x plus 5 power x plus 125 5 power x equals to 5 power x 42x plus 5. So here I should know this one I can plus together because I want 5 power x, 5 power x, 125 5 power x. This is 131 5 power x equals to 5 power x equals multiply 42x plus 5. So over here, because I know 5 power x equal to 0 means nothing, actually I can cancel it out if I want to. Then 22x plus 5 equals to 131. Then 42x will equals to 126. Then x equals to 3. Yeah, you can do like that. But because not all the time is equals to 0 mean nothing. So depend what is the term over there. Okay, so yep. Where are we? Okay, so yeah, I hope you know how to solve this 3-mark log question. It's not really hard, so I will just move on to the next one. Okay, so this diagram one actually show about the trees arcs status in the cuboid shapes with the square base. So at least I know the base is square. So basically mean here is x also. Here is another x also. Here is another x also. Basically its base is square base. Okay, so arranged by the Ali in the new crosset. Okay, so this crosset actually have the height of 60 centimeter. So given that the height of the crosset is 60 centimeter and the height of each cuboid is 5 centimeter more than the previous cuboid. So the volume of the cuboid form an arithmetic progression. Alright, so and then over here they tell me the 6 cuboid is this one. So I assume T6 is basically 4500. And the sum of the first 4 cuboid, so I assume S4 is 11,000. Okay, this is all the information I get from the question. Okay, so right now I'm going to form the arithmetic progression for the volume of cuboid. Okay, volume for cuboid is just length times width times height, right? So in this case, the volume is basically x multiply y, isn't it? In the short form, can I call it as an x squared y? Yes, right. So therefore, my first one is x squared y. Okay, my second one is x times x is x squared. So second one is x squared multiply y plus 5. So if I expand this one, I multiply x squared into both of them. Can I say my second term is x squared y plus 5x squared? Isn't it? The third term is also x squared multiply y plus 10. So if I multiply x squared into both, can I say this one is x squared y plus 10x squared? Okay, why I want to do like this? Because I want to find a common difference. Common difference mean I use this is T2, this is T1, or this is A. Okay, T1 actually equals to A. Yeah? This is T3. I want to find a common difference, right? I can use the T2 minus T1, right? So which is x squared y plus 5x squared minus x squared y. I minus them, my d is 5x squared. So from this logic, right, means what? I know from first term to second term is actually plus 5x squared. Then I want to know, is it true? So this one, is it plus 5x squared? Yes, you can see from 5x squared become 10x squared. So basically they plus 5x squared. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I know my a is x squared y. My d is 5x squared. Okay, so after I know both of these, I can easily get the x and y. Because the question asked me to find the x and y, right? Find the value of x and y. So by use these two information, and then I'm going to do the simultaneous for it. So over here, let's start with T6. T6 equals to 4500. Formula for Tn for AP is what? A plus n minus 1d. So I'm going to use this formula here. A is x squared y plus n minus 1 is 6 minus 1, which is 5. D is 5x squared equals to 4500. So I'm going to form an equation x squared y plus 25x squared equals to 4500. Okay, I will leave my equation like this first. Depend, I want to do substitution or elimination. So if I want to do the substitution, then I will make y the subject. If I want to use elimination, maybe I find a way to minus the y somehow. Alright, I'm going to leave my equation like this now. Okay, another equation is S4 is equals to 11,000. So we have a Sn formula for AP, right? N over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. I'm going to use this formula now. This is 4 over 2. 2, my a is x squared y. N minus 1 is 4 minus 1, which is 3. D is 5x squared. Okay, equals to 11,000. So I'm going to simplify this one, become 2. Okay, so am I multiplying in? So this one is 2x squared, become 4x squared y. Or I can move the 2 to the other side, divide 2 also sounds okay. Divide 2. So here is 2x squared y plus 15x squared equals to 55,000. I mean 5,500. Okay, then I think maybe this one I call this one as the first equation. I use the first equation times 2 because I can get 2x squared y. Then I can minus it. Is this one times 2, I got 50x squared. If this one times 2, I got 9,000. Okay, so I call this one my second equation, my third equation. I use the second equation minus my third equation. I'm going to minus them. So this one give me negative 35x squared. So I minus them, I should get negative 3,500. So yeah, my x squared should be 100. My x should be positive negative 10. I square root 100. But I think back, what is the x? What is the x in the diagram? You see, the x actually represents the length. If I tell you the length is negative 10 centimeter, can I convince you the length basically is a negative 10? It's not possible, isn't it? So therefore, in this case, I will not do plus minus. I will only do 10 for my x. And if I get the x equal to 10, I can get the y. Just substitute into any equation you like. Maybe I like the first equation. So I just sub x equals to 10 into my first equation. So 10 squared is 100, y plus 10 squared, 2500 equals to 4500. So 100y equals to 2000, y equals to 20. Alright, now I got my x and got my y, so I done for the part A, 3 mark. Since this 3 mark is a lot of work because the algebra itself look complicated. But anyways, part B, 2 mark. Ali want to arrange the 10 cuboids horizontally in a row in a closet. Can he do that? Verify your answer by calculation. Okay, for this question, right, the problem is I do not know what is the width here. So the only reference I have here is the height. Because I know the height cannot go beyond 60. Because if I go beyond 60, definitely I cannot put the cuboid inside my closed set, isn't it? So just now, this y is basically 20. And then they already tell me the next one is basically plus 5. So the next height is basically 25. The next height will plus 5 again, 30, and continue. So right now they want to put 10 cuboid accordingly. So therefore, I will form a progression for height of cuboid. So the first one is 20, next one is 25, next one is 30. So what I want to do right now is my A is 20, my D is 5. So I want to know, is T10 more than 60 or less than 60? So I will do A plus n minus 1D. A is 20, n minus 1 is 9, D is 5. So this one is 65, which is more than 60. So therefore, it is not possible. Or it is not possible, or he cannot do that. He can do that or not. So Ali cannot do that because the 10 cuboid have the height more than 60. You can use your own word to write lah. More than 60. I'm a bit lazy to write full form. You just write yourself, okay? More than 60 centimeter. Okay. Alright, so this is how to get this one. So basically, you keep on add until the 10 is already above the 60. This is the reason why you cannot put the 10 cuboid inside the closed set. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. Alright, next questions. Okay, this one is a little bit K-but. Not like super hard, but it's not easy question also. So we can change our subject to height and not volume. Yes, because in the previous question, we want to know whether he can actually put the 10 cuboid or not. The volume itself, it doesn't help. Because you do not know what is the volume of your closed set. Because you don't have the length. And you don't have the width as well. So this is the reason why volume is not useful in this case. Okay, so let me move on to the next one. Right, this one, if you understand, actually it's not too bad. But if you don't, might be a bit tough for you. It's actually it's a quadratic inequality. Alright, first thing is how to find the area of the parallelogram. So you just remember, so this one is the base, and if you have the 90-degree height, so the area is basically base multiply height. Okay, for parallelogram or rhombus, both also you can use these methods to find the area of it. I'm not sure you memorized this formula before or not, or you heard about this formula before or not. Okay, in this case, they only tell us some information that says that AB is 10 units more than the PQ, more than the length of AQ. So AQ here, if I call it X, then I know AB is basically 10 units more than X. So AB is 10 plus X, or X plus 10. So since this is parallelogram, I know length of AB and length of DC is the same. Bottom also 10 plus X. Alright, and then over here, let's say the area does not exist P unit. Find a range. They ask us to what is the range of length AQ in terms of P. So here, at least we know that the area does not exist P. Okay, this is the information we have here. Okay, so what we want to do right now is, I know it's base times height, isn't it? So I can say 10 plus X multiply the X must be less or equals to P, because it does not exist this value. So over here, I want to solve this one. So I have something like, I put x plus 10, all right? X plus 10. So I got something like x squared plus 10x. Okay. If I see the x squared equation, definitely I can try my best to do something like, because I know this is quadratic, right? If I do 10x minus p less or equal to 0, we have a problem on factorize this one. Because we do not have the value of p. And there's so many possibility to get a middle value of 10. So we're not going to do a trial and error. So this method, it doesn't work. Of course, definitely another method you can use is quadratic formula. I think this one will be a good idea of doing this one. So b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Or you can do a completing square also can. If you want to, you can do the completing square for it. So, but in this case, I think using the quadratic formula will be a lot makes sense to you, right? So, then what I will do is negative b, my b is 10, right? Plus minus square root 10 square is 100. Minus 4a is 1. c is negative p divided by 2a, 2. So in this case, I get negative 10 plus minus square root of 100 minus plus 4p divided by 2. Okay, so this one, if you want to simplify, never mind, we just leave like this first. I hope I didn't make any carry mistake here. Okay, I can try to further simplify this one. Okay, 100 plus 4p. I know this one is basically 4 times 25 plus 4 times p. Because why? I want to take out the square root 4. Then I will get about 25 plus p. And square root 4 is basically 2. Then I got square 25 plus p. Okay, so yeah, you not necessarily do this lah. If you don't want to do this, also can. Because why I see the bottom is 2, I know I can further simplify lah. So if you don't like this, it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, divide by 2. Okay, now I can divide 2 here. So my x should be negative 5 plus minus square root 25 plus p. Okay, after I just further simplify it. If you do not know how to simplify this one, yeah, you can go to learn about sort a little bit. Okay, but this is inequality. Inequality less than 0, even though I have two values, I want to get a value in between. So over here, we have two values here. One is minus, one is plus. So the minus version is here. So the minus version will be negative 5 minus square root 25 minus 25 plus p. Then we have another plus version. Negative 5 plus square root 25 plus p. Okay, for these two values here. Okay, but because what is p here? P basically is the area. So, and I know x basically is the height itself. So what we want to do here is, we want to make sure area or height, it cannot be negative. So therefore, among here, I do not know where is the 0, but you can actually, because we do not know where is the p. So this is the reason why, when I want to find the x in between certain value, right? I will not start from the negative. I will start from a somewhere 0. I want only the start from 0 all the way to all the positive value. So in this case, I will start from 0 without the equal sign, because x is the height. Height cannot equal 0, isn't it? Height equal to 0, the whole area doesn't exist anymore. And here is my positive value. So which is square root 25 plus p minus 5. Okay, so this is the reason why, yeah, this part is a little bit confusing. But if you get the idea, yeah, you can do that. But I think in the exam, you should be able to accept any value like this. 25 plus p minus 5. It should be able to accept this answer. Because why? Because all of us know x is the height. So when I say less than, let's say I tell you x is less than 10. Will you imagine x is 0? No, right? Because you already know it is height. So automatically we do not know we will not think it's 0. Will you think x equals to -2? No, right? If you know x is height, right, then we know, yeah, x cannot be -2. But in more accurate way, we need to like tell them, oh, the height is bigger than 0, any value bigger than 0, and less than this value. Yeah, so this is how we do this kind of questions. So I hope it doesn't confuse you too much. This is the reason why I say this is a little bit caveat. If you like not so good in the quadratic inequality and the quadratic, the basic quadratic, like how to simplify it. But anyway, this is how we do this kind of questions. So yeah, 4.25 is not 4.25. It's 4 multiplied 25. Alright, I want to thank the student to help me to explain about that. Alright, so yeah, so this is the reason why I can factorize out the 4. Alright, so yep, this is the answer. I hope you can understand how I actually get it. So I from 0 to any positive value here. So this is the range, my real range for x. Okay, so yes, so when I just doing this, I actually use a complex square myself. Yeah, so I don't like about quadratic formula because it's very long. So if I do myself, I'm not going to go to that formula. I will from this step using the completing the square to do. Because this one, if I do the completing square, I know this is x plus 5 square minus 25. Less or equals to p. And then from here, I will straight away say, because I know it must start from the 0. So my x, right, so over here, if I can move this thing, so my x plus 5 square will be p plus 25. So therefore, it will be my x plus 5. Okay, here, if I move the square root, right, I should have something like plus minus square root of p plus 25. So quadratic, right, actually tell me, so this one, I have one plus version of, and then the 5 moved the other side is minus 5, isn't it? So I have a positive version, minus 5, and I have the negative version, minus 5. Then I only cut from the 0, then I got the same answer as well. But if you are not good in completing a square, it might not seem easier to you. Just depend, because I guess a lot of students know about quadratic formulas. This is the reason why I introduced quadratic formula first, instead of straight away use a completing square to actually show you how to get the answer. So if you use the discriminant using the nature of root, yeah, we don't do b squared minus 4ac here. B squared minus 4ac for us to testing the root only, testing how many x answer I have. But b squared minus 4ac cannot use it to find the x for the quadratic. Okay, it's not the same thing. So why you take 0? Because the length can start from 0.000001. Even though it doesn't make sense, I cannot be that small, right? But the length can start from above the 0, but the length cannot start from 0 because there's no way you measure the 0 length. But you can measure like 1 mm, right? 0.1 cm. So this is the reason why I say it will start from 0, but cannot be negative or cannot be 0. Yes, there's two versions. So we do not know what is p-value because the question doesn't tell us how to find a p, and the question also don't want to find a p. But somehow, what if the p will lead us to any negative value, which is not possible because we cannot have negative length. So even though we have two versions of it, for the negative version, I will just cut it. I will just assume it starts from the 0 there. So yeah, this is how we do it. So we will not, let's example today I got my length is between 5 and -5. But if I know my x is the length, then I will change this answer. Even though I got a +5 and -5, I will change this answer into 5 and 0 to make it make sense. To make it real lah. I don't want to write make sense there. So even though you say, okay, I got one x is +5, another x is -5, but in order to make the x make sense, we need to change it to 0 to 5. So, okay, so I hope you get the idea. So let me move on. Yeah, length must be positive. Yes, you're right. Okay, next question. This is 1 mark questions. Okay, they tell us y equals 9. I do not know where is y equals 9, but it doesn't matter. Again, it does matter a little bit, but this question I find maybe the teacher just come out with this question by themselves. So they just assume, but it doesn't matter lah. So I know it can be somewhere here, y equals 9. And then when the graph is reflected in the line y equals 9, so I have a graph will reflected like this. So I will somehow it reflected like this. So I do not know, but it will somehow reflected like this. Okay, so and then you obtain another new graph. Okay, so we give you 2 graph equation. Okay, determine the type of root for this one. So type of root over here, I will just assume this blue color one and my y equals to 9. You can see is actually they intersect at 2 different points, isn't it? So therefore, I will call this one as 2 distinct and real root. Okay, 1 mark. Okay, so let me move on to number 5. Okay, domain and range here. So it's not too bad because we know domain mean they want the x value. Range basically they want the y value here. Does the question ask us to find a q? The question doesn't ask us to find a q, right? The question only asks us to determine the range of root here. So it helped me a lot on my previous SEM exam. Perhaps I could gain at least C than non-stop fail. Yeah, I also hope you can get a good result. Alright, so let's start from domain first. Okay, so here you have some dot. Domain, what you need to do is write down all the x value for the dot. Okay, so let's say this dot is called 1, 2. So the x will be 2. It will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Okay, but somehow in the domain we might write something like this lah, because this one it doesn't specify, but in SPM I think they want in a set form, or else I can just say is from 1 to 7 also can for function, but over here I think they only want this value. So range, I take the y value. The first y is 2, the second y is 3, the next y is 5, and this one will be 6, and this one will be 8. Okay, 1 mark for each, and make sure you draw the nice bracket for it lah. So these brackets must look a little bit like this. Yeah, function is super important in a higher level. You guys are correct. So if I only put 2 distinct root, correct? Because root itself, because in a higher level you will learn about imaginary number, which is in the complex number topics. Then you have real root and imaginary root. So in this case, because if b squared minus 4ac, if you can include the complex number imaginary root, right, it's less than 0, then this one actually have root. Because b squared minus 4ac, right, mean inside the square root -2, we assume there's no answer if we only compare the real root. But if you go to the higher level, right, you will get an I. So then you can actually solve it. So I think real is important words you must write over there. I think better not use a range because in SPM they prefer you to use the set to write down the range, because you go to check your reference book or your textbook, then normally range they will just write down all the number rather than actually tell you certain range. Okay, so come back to these questions. In this diagram 5 is the function. Okay, so over here we can see the fx. I write it down. Fx is 3x minus 7. And then gx is given. Okay, good. Gx is a over 4 minus y. Okay, so find the function map z to x. Okay, so they want z map into the x here in this direction. So what I want to do is I want to know how about from x to z. What do we call here? We substitute f into the g, isn't it? So this one called gfx. So this one will call inverse of the gfx, because one direction is going, you get a function, going back you get an inverse function. So if you get the idea, then you will find the gfx first. So I just find my gfx, basically mean sub the fx into the gx. Okay, so you can see how I do. I write gx equals to, I mean this is gy, sorry, this one is gy. Okay, gy equals to 8 over 4 minus y. Okay, so in order to get the gfx, what I do is I change my y into fx. So this one become fx. So right now it's gfx, isn't it? This one become fx. So what is fx? Fx is basically 3x minus 7. So this one, fx is 3x minus 7. Okay, then I'm done. So this is 4 minus minus, it become plus, so it will be 11 minus 3x. This one will be my gfx. Alright, then I want to do the inverse function for this one. I will let the gfx equals to y maybe. Okay, so the x is basically equals to gf inverse of y here. So therefore I want to make x as the subject. So y equals to a over 11 minus 3x. So 11 minus 3x equals to a over y. So 3x equals to 11 minus 8 over y. So x will equals to, okay, I will just make this is 1, right? I multiply y here, multiply y here. So this is 11y, right? 11y minus 8 over 3y. Okay, so this one will be my gf inverse x will equals to 11x minus 8 over 3x. Done. Okay, this is how we inverse the whole thing. No, they are not the same. Okay, definitely gf is not the same with fg. Okay, so yeah, this one is how to do the inverse function. So first thing is you need to find the gfx. After that, you just do the inverse function for it. Then you should be able to get the answer. It's not the same also. If not mistaken, they are not the same. Okay, so okay, next one. I think this one will coming out in this year SPM because it's new added things in the SSM. So yeah, so please know how to draw the inverse function. So for the, whenever you want to draw the inverse function, it's always reflection at the line y equals to x. This line y equals to x is a fixed already. This line is fixed already. No matter what is your function, it always reflects at this line. So if you get the idea about reflection, you should know it's a mirror, isn't it? So I'll draw the mirror for this one. It will look something like this. So it will touch at 2. Because this question, they ask us to sketch the H inverse. This is H inverse. Then hence state the corresponding coordinate of 2. So the coordinate of 2 is 2 at the y. This 2 at the x, then after reflection, it will be 2 at the y there. Okay, so Yep, this is how we get another 2 mark. Move on. Next one. Number 6. Okay, here they say something like 2a minus b. So what we do is a is basically 5 and negative 3 minus b. I will just insert my b here. So yeah, top is basically 2 multiply 5 minus 2. And then this one is like, actually 2 multiply 5, I can write 10 minus 2. Bottom is negative 6 plus 12. So it's basically a and 6. Okay? So then they ask us to find the unit vector for 2a minus b. So the unit vector formula is what? Vector of a over length of a, isn't it? So I already have the vector of this one. So, but if I write the column vector form, I always will separate them, become 1 over length of a multiply the vector of a. I prefer use this one in column vector. Okay? So, what I want to do here is I already have the vector for 2a minus b. I want to find what's the length for 2a minus b. Length is basically Pythagoras. So it will be 8 squared plus 6 squared. Then you will get 10. So therefore, column vector, unit vector for 2a minus b is equals to vector for, equal to this one, right? 1 over, this one is 10. And then 8, 6. Done. Okay, this is how we do the unit vector. Because the vector for 2a minus b is 8, 6, right? And the length of it is 10, isn't it? So 1 over 10 multiply the vector. Okay, so y equals to 2. Okay, if you have no idea, this one is basically 2a minus b. Insert the vector a, insert the vector b. Okay, then you will actually get the things here. Quite obvious, right? Because you have the vector a and vector b, just insert into the expression. It's not really hard, right? Okay, I hope you can get the idea. Oh, you mean why this one is 2? Yeah, because this is mirror, right? The distance here must be the same also, right? If this is 2, then definitely in reflection will be 2. It makes sense, right? If today I tell you this is 3, does it seem make sense to you? Yeah, this one must be 2, right? Because they must be the same distance. But I put I and j if the vector in the direction? No, not necessary. Column vector and I and j are exactly the same thing. Unless the question asks me to leave the answer in I and j, then I will change. So for the unit vector, can use a calculator. Yeah, calculator have the unit vector function. But it's very simple lah. If you want to use a calculator, go ahead to use it. No worry. Yeah, I do teach students how to use the unit vector in calculator. So yeah, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and try it out. Okay, so next one. So we have these some coordinate playing around here. Any important information? Yeah, intersection CD at the point C. Okay, nothing. Okay, C is the midpoint of AB. So I can find the C first. It's very easy. X plus X over 2. So 6 plus 2 divided by 2, comma. This Y plus Y over 2. 6 plus 0 over 2. Then I can get my coordinate C really fast if you know how to get midpoint. This is 4 over 2, 2. This is 6 over 2, 3. Okay, so I got the coordinate of C, which is 2, 3. Okay, if you do not know how to find midpoint, go to check out some video. Alright, and then point E divide the segment CD into something like this. Alright, so if I see something like this, right, I always change them into the ratio, a fraction, then ratio. HED equals to KCD. So what I will do is I will say ED over CD equals to K over H. Right, this one I just move around. Okay, so ED ratio CD will equals to K ratio H. So therefore E to D will ratio K, and C to D is ratio H. Then here is called, the whole thing is ratio H. So this E to C will be h minus k. Okay, so this is something you need to know. Unit vector not necessarily I and j. You can leave in I and j, no problem. If you don't like column vector, okay, I guess some of you don't like column vector, then you just change this one to ai plus 6j divided by 10. So it will be 4 over 5i plus 3 over 5j. Okay, if you prefer to leave in the I and j, go ahead. But since the question doesn't mention, I will just write in the column vector. Yes, you're right. It's 4, 3 because it's 6 plus 2, right? Not minus. Yeah. Thanks for that. It's 4, 3, yes. This is 6. X1 plus X2 divided by 2. Yeah, I make one careless mistake, then my chat room going to be explode. Okay, but it's good. All of you are not sleeping. Yeah, at least you know that one is 4. 4, 3, yes. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so right now, what we want to do, we want to find the R. We want to find the R. Where is the R? Okay, there's the R there. Okay, interesting. Can we straight away substitute in because there's so many unknown, but maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do the ratio thingy here. Okay, focus at this three point here. Focus at this one. Okay, so let's do it. We use k to multiply this one is 4k, and then we use h minus k to multiply the r. Let's do the y coordinate first. Okay, y coordinate seems more friendly. K multiply the 3 here is 3k. Then h minus k multiply the negative 4. So will be plus negative 4, or straight away minus 4 lah, okay? Minus 4 h minus k divided by total ratio, which is k plus h minus k equals to the 0. Because from here, I guess I can easily get the value of h and k by comparing it. So this one is 3k minus 4h plus 4k over h equals 0. Okay, so h minus multiplied 0 is gone. So I have about 7k minus 4h equals 0. Then over here, I'm going to change them is 7k equals to 4h. So k over h equals to 4 over 7. So k ratio h equals to 4 ratio 7. So we just assume there are 4 and 7 in order to solve another one. So therefore, if k is 4, so this one is 4. H is 7. So 7 minus, this is h minus k, right? 7 minus 4, this one will be 3. So by solving this one, I can get my R now. Doing the same thing, 4 multiply the x value. 4 times 4 is 16. Or you can write 4 if you don't want me to do so fast. Plus 3 multiply the x value, 3r, divided by total ratio, 7, equals to the middle x value, which is negative 2. So I will solve this one. 16 plus 3r equals to negative 14. 3r equals to negative 30. R is negative 10. Done. Use the gradient of dE equals to the, I can use the, actually use the gradient formula is easier. Yeah, why they give us the ratio? Actually, we can use the gradient. Yeah, thanks Cray to letting me know. Yeah, I don't know. Then what is the purpose of giving this one? Yeah, because we have these 2 points. We can use the gradient and then use the y equals to mx plus c to solve it. Oh my god, I spent so long time to do something pointless. Okay, let's find the gradient of CE here. Y minus y over x minus x. So the gradient is 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2. then we can form the equation. Y minus, let's say I use a 0 and -2 lah. Y minus 0 equals to half, and then x minus -2 plus 2. Am I got correct? Yes. So my y will equals to half x plus 1. Then I can sub the coordinate d into here. Am I got correct here? I hope I do. -4 equals to half r plus 1. Okay, so half r equals to -5, r equals to -10. Is my r -10 just now? Yeah. Oh my god, this one is a lot faster and easier. Please don't go. I don't know. He give me a ratio, so I straight away think, oh, maybe I need to use a ratio, but eventually we can just use the straight line to solve it. Then we can just ignore all these things unless they say find r, h, and k. Then we kind of need to use back the ratio, or else yeah, we don't need to do that at all. Okay, so but anyways, yeah, coordinate geometry, we always have more than one method to do it. Hello sir, thank you for your video. I managed to improve my MF from 35 to 73 for my trial to my IG in the span of months. Thank you very much for your video. Yeah, most welcome for what, Juni? Can we use the Pythagorean theorem? I didn't see any right angle triangle, but if you want to, I think is it possible? It's not possible because we don't have the angle also. Sometimes the questions are just helpful when they are providing too much information. Yeah, I can understand the word of helpful. Alright, so let's move on. It's 11 already, oh my god. Yeah, I want to finish all the section A. Okay, so we still have 120 students who want to sleep. Now it's 11 already. Okay, so let's solve it. Okay, so x is between okay, this kind of question is a bit tricky because here they give you pi over 3, but here they give you degree. I don't like this kind of question at all because some students might think pi over 3 is it degree or not. But you must be very careful. Whenever they doesn't draw a small dot here, it means it's radian. So if today you see something like cos 2 and cos 2, both of them are not the same. You see the degree sign, this is 2 degree. If you doesn't see the degree sign, this is 2 radian. Okay, this is how I identify between degree and radian. So in this case, definitely pi over 3, I will assume it is radian. Okay, so therefore, this one you can type in the calculator. This one should be -2. Okay, so 15 cos square x minus 2 equals to cos x. I know some students like, sir, why -2, so I better type a little bit so that make everyone happy. Okay, so it's -2. Okay, so then you should be able to see this one is a quadratic equation. So this is 15 cos square x minus cos x minus 2 equals 0. If you still cannot see this quadratic equation, you can let cos x equals to any letter you like. Just like I use m, some students ask, so now maybe I use y, okay, or k. So 15y squared minus y minus 2 equals 0. Now you should be able to see it's a quadratic. So this one is 3y and 5y, and I want to get 1. So this one should be 2 and 1, minus and plus. So y equals to -1 over 3, or y equals to 2 over 5. And what is my y? Y is cos x, isn't it? Cos x is -1 over 3, and cos x is 2 over 5. Alright, let's solve the positive thing first easier. Add sugar to coffee. Tell me cos get positive at which quadrant? First and fourth, right? This is theta. This is 360 minus theta. So therefore, positive one is very easy. Just type inverse cos. Inverse cos 2 over 5 or 0.4. Okay. So my calculator in radian. Sorry. Change to degree first. Okay. Enter again. So this one is 66.42 degree, which is the theta. Theta is the answer from the calculator. Alright. Which is less than 90. Alright. Then next one is 360 minus this one. 360 minus my answer. Then this one is my second answer. Okay, done the first two answers. Alright, for negative, we need to find a reference angle. How to find a reference angle is very easy. Move the cos to the other side, inverse cos, change the negative 1 over 3 into the positive 1 over 3. So, add sugar to coffee. Tell me cos get negative at which quadrant? Second and third, right? This one is 180 minus theta. This one is 180 plus theta. And I want to find my theta, which is this one. Reference angle at the same time is theta. So, I will just do inverse cos 1 over 3. So this one is 70 degree 0.53. This is not my answer. Reference angle for you to refer only is not the X answer. Okay. So then here I will do 180 minus the answer just now. So I get 109.47. First answer. Second is 180 plus theta. Theta is 70.53, isn't it? So I will get 250.53 degrees. So this is all the four answers I have here for this question. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understand how to find all these answers here. So can you show how to change the calculator mode to radian? Okay, you just type shift menu, and then do you see angle unit? Number 2. And then here you can choose degree or radian. If you want radian, type 2. Then you can see on the top here, you have R here. Okay, if you are using the old model, you just type mode for 3 times. You should be able to see degree or radian over there. Okay, so any problem for trigo? I think it should be fine, right? This trigo question is not too bad. Just you need to understand, because a lot of students see the question like this, they start to panic because wow, the question looks super hard. But you realize one of the cos here, it doesn't have x also. If this cos doesn't have x, means it's a constant. Is a number, then you just type it into your calculator, you got the answer. Cool. Number 8. Oh my god. What time now? Oh my god, I still have so many. Okay, let's do it as fast as possible. Okay, this is one of the famous question in IGCSE Cambridge MF. But SPM maybe it's not so common, so you might find a bit hard for you. So I will say it's a little bit K-Bad for SPM student. Okay, because why? First thing is, if you don't have all this information, there's no way you integrate this one. Until you go to the higher level, like A level, maybe you learn some rule on how to do it. I mean, in SPM, if without the dy dx here, there's no way you solve this question. First, this is the idea. So since there's no way you straight away integrate this one, so therefore, in order to solve this question, you need the previous answer. So what I want you to do right now is copy down the whole equation. So I just copy the whole thing. 2x plus 1 power of 3 over x minus 3 equals to 2x plus 1 square. Yeah, so long. Over. Okay, then this is the magic. Okay, first thing is, I want to grade the question myself. So if in order to grade the question, I will need to add the integration sign for both sides. You should know integrate mean d dx can simplify, cancel it. Okay, this is the first idea. But you realize, even though I add the 4 and 5 here, I add the 4, 5 here, does this one look like it? Not yet, right? It's similar, but it's not yet exactly the same question. So I want to do some magic here. So it's because I know this one is 8x minus 38. So I know I kind of need to multiply the 2 on the top here. So if I 2 multiply into both of them, I get 8x minus 38. Alright, I need a 2 on the top. So if I multiply 2 here, I need to multiply 2 here. No, cannot. The question cannot simply multiply 2 there. So that one later. Okay, so for the bottom, you can see there's a 3 here. There's no 3 here. So I need to multiply a 3 here. So therefore, I multiply a 2 over 3 into here in order to, yeah, I can multiply 2 over 3 for both sides, right? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I not factorize, I multiply. Yes, I can. I can do this. Yeah, sometimes do too much math, I become crazy. Okay, this is 4 over 5. So this 2, I'm going to bring in to make the questions. 2x plus 1 square. This one, 2 I multiply in, become 8x minus 39. 38, sorry. 38. So the 3, I cannot multiply into it because this is power 2, this is power 1. So this is 3, x minus 3 square. Okay, now I got the question. I'm not going to touch it. This is a question. I'm not going to simplify it. I just leave like this. So here I write a thing. Don't touch it. Don't touch at all. Just put it there. Okay? So we just need to solve the other side. Okay. So we have a 2 over 3 here. I say integrate mid d dx, we can simplify it. But after you simplify, the 4 and 5 is still here. This is 2x plus 1 power of 3 over x minus 3. Okay. So what I want to do here is, my answer is here. So if I can solve here, I got the answer. So you realize from this process, from the whole thing I do here, do you see I integrate anything or not? I never integrate anything. This question don't want you to integrate. This question want you to understand the concept of integration. Because the whole question you're solving, you not even integrate a single number. You just need to simplify it. Okay? So I already integrate, because integrate mean d dx ma. I simplify mean I already integrate. So I just need to solve the other side. So this is 2 over 3. Okay, so I sub the 5 into it. Then I sub the 4 into it. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Power 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, minus. I sub the 4 into here. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 power of 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Alright. So, yeah, then the rest of it is calculator. Bracket 11 power of 3 over 2 minus 9 power of 3. Close the bracket. So my answer is negative 127 over 3. My final answer. And the good thing about this thing is, you might able to use a calculator to check, but I want to say this Casio calculator can't solve too complicated integration. I'm not sure you can do for this one or not, but let's try. This is 2x plus 1 square. Multiply 8x minus 38 over 3 bracket x minus 3 square. And then dx, and then from 4 to 5. Enter. Yep, it can solve. So therefore, my answer is correct. But you realize the whole process here, I never integrate a single thing. I only simplify it. So the important for this kind of question, in Cambridge, they do it always. I mean, in their textbook, in their past year paper, they have this kind of questions like all the time. So you ask any Cambridge student, they definitely know how to solve. Unless they are very weak in this topic, then it's a different story. Okay, so, but in SPM, it's not very common questions. So therefore, might come out this year, I don't know. So I want you to fully understand what is going on here. You realize until the here, I keep on write the equal sign. I doesn't do anything for this part. Because a lot of students see this, they want to do something over here, but you don't touch at all for the question. Just leave it there. You simplify until you get it. Because sometimes you need to multiply some number into it until you get a question. So this one, you need some basic understanding about algebra. And then, the only thing you need to know is integrate mid d dx, you can simplify. After you simplify, mean you already integrate it. Okay? negative 127 divided by 3 is really positive. This is not volume. We do not need to get a positive value. Or this is not area either. Yeah, integration, we can get a negative value, no problem. So why d dx and integration sign can cancel each other? Okay, it's a very good question. Because y, we differentiate it, we get the dy dx. But dy dx, I integrate it, I get back y. Then you do and undo. Can I simplify them? Yes, right? Because this is why we learn about differentiation and integration. Because integration help you to get back the thing after you differentiate it. Yeah, correct. Integration is the inverse of differentiation. Okay, so, oh my god, I don't think I can finish on time. Oh my god. Okay, so let me continue. This question is really easy. Let me just do as fast as possible. Okay, I want to integrate this one. So if I integrate this one, this is how the integration works. So first thing is the power I want to plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1, I get minus 4. Then I want to divide minus 4. Alright. Then I want to differentiate inside, put at the bottom. So you just imagine, if I differentiate inside the bracket, if I differentiate 2 minus 1 over 4x, what do I get here? I get negative 1 over 4, right? Negative 1 over 4 at the bottom. Okay? Then the whole thing will equals to 65 over 81. So this one, definitely I can simplify, it's a 1. So I can just totally ignore it. And then the next thing is, power 1 over 4 move to the other side. What do I get? Yeah, what do I get here? Yeah, this is something a bit tricky. But if you do, okay, basically you move to the other side, you will get negative 1 over 4. Okay, but if you don't want to get this, it's very confused to you. Because normally it's like, how do you get like x power of negative 2 equals to a. I don't care what is a. So in order to get it x right, I need to find a way to make this one become 1. This is x power 1, right? So I need to multiply negative 1 over 2. Because negative 1 over 2 times negative 2 is equal to 1, right? Then here I will multiply negative 1 over 2. You get the idea? If you get the idea, then the whole question becomes very easy to solve only. So this one is 65 over 81 power of negative 1 over 4. Then this one I will just use the calculator. 65 over 81 power negative 1 over 4. Oops. 1 over 4. So I will get some number which is not so nice. I hope I didn't make any carry mistake here. Or maybe the number is just not nice. I don't know. Because I assume I will get some very nice number here. Is it possible this is 64? He typed something wrong here. In order to get a nice number, if I change to 64, I think I will get a nice number, isn't it? Oh no, it's still the same. So it doesn't matter then. Then it's just decimal. I will just accept it's decimal. Alright, so 2 minus 1 over 4x is 1.05655. Okay, I don't care. 66. So this is 1 over 4x is 2 minus 1.0566. So my x is 4 multiply 2 minus 1.0566. Final answer is 3.7736. The upper limit. Oh, no wonder. They want us to find the f. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm super blur. Yes, how can I forget about this? I want to find m. I want to find m lah, bro. Oh my god. Stupid me. Okay, so, okay, let's do it. So this is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4x power of 4. Okay, sorry. I'm stupid. Alright, so, okay, sub the 4 into it. So this is 1 over, okay, sub the 4 is 2 minus 1 is 1, alright? The first one is just 1. Okay, you can type in a calculator. So this one will be minus 1 over 2 minus m power 1 over 4, I mean m over 4. Okay, m over 4 power of 4. Alright, interesting. 65, alright, this is 65. 65 over 81. Alright, so let's do it. So this 1 over minus 65 over 81 equals to 1 over 2 minus m over 4 power of 4. This will be, what is 81 minus 65? 16. 16 over 81 equals to 1 over. Okay, then I flip over the whole thing. So 81 over 16 equals to 2 minus m over 4 power of 4 over 1. Then I will just fourth root the whole thing. So I will get about 3 over 2 equals to 2 minus m over 4. Fourth root have plus minus lah. So this is the reason why we have plus minus this one. So then m over 4 equals to 2 plus minus 3 over 2. So we have two answers, definitely. M over this one is 2 plus 3 over 2, or m over 4 is 2 minus 3 over 2. This one, m over 2 is 4, 7 over 2. M equals to 7. M over 4 equals to negative 1 over 2. M equals to negative 2. I believe they give us a range at the very beginning, right? M must less than 4. Okay, cool. Since m must less than 4, then this one is rejected. Yeah, m must less than 4. So m is negative 2. Yeah, I think I need to cook Maggie and eat because I don't think I can finish. But it's fine, it's fine. Doing MS is fun, especially this kind of 3-mark question. Want me to do until super long? What the? Yeah, but it's fine. So it's 65. Yes, thanks for that. It's 65. It's 65. 65. Alright, I think my answer is correct. I hope it's correct. Don't tell me my answer is wrong. I cannot accept, you know. I do for so much for 3 mark. Okay, so yeah, you guys just trying to digest, see what's the step by step here. I finished eating the dinner. Okay, good job, Alvin. I haven't started my dinner yet. Alright, I hope the Malaysian government let the mama open after 12. Okay, so let me eat a chocolate and drink some tea. I'm tired. Seriously. But just now I have my master class. And I straight away come to this live stream. Okay. Let's continue. What is this? Okay, and now integration. Okay, a straight line is y equals to 10 is a tangent. Okay, so I assume you might have some graph here, and then you have a tangent. Y equals to 10 is a horizontal line. So definitely y equals to 10 tangent at the minimum or maximum lah. It can be either like this, also can. Alright, so I know dy dx equals to 0 lah, okay? No matter maximum or minimum. Okay, okay, we have the second derivative. X equals to negative 4. Alright, find the dy dx when this information given. Alright, let's do it real quick. Okay, so I want to get 1 dot first. So in order to get a 1 dot x here, I need to integrate the 2 dot, right? Dx. So if I integrate this one, I get negative 4x plus c equals to 1 dot. So I have the information tell me 1 dot 1 equals to negative 8. Mean when my x equals to 1, my 1 dot x will equal to negative 8. So this one equals to negative 8 when this is 1. So by solving this one, I know my c is negative 4. Then I'm going to rewrite my 1 dot version of x is negative 4x minus 4. Right, then, right now, after I got this equation, I want to find gx, which is equation on the curve. I need to integrate the 1 dot version, which is 1 prime version, which is, I want to integrate this one. But I don't have one coordinate. This is a problem. So this is the reason why they tell you the tangent. I know dy dx equals to 0 when y equals to 10. So therefore, what I want to do here is, this one is dy dx, 1 prime in dy dx. So this one equals to 0 when y equals to 10. So from here, I should be able to get my x value. So 4x equals to negative 4. X equals to negative 1. Is it? Yes, this is. So therefore, my coordinate is called negative 110. So this, I don't care it's minimum or maximum. I know this coordinate is called negative 110. So I'm going to use this coordinate to find later the constant here. So therefore, my gx is equals to integrate this one is negative 4x. Here got dx lah. 4x squared over 2 minus 4x. Just now you c already. Right now I use d. Alright, so I want to find d. I sub in my coordinate. 10 equals to negative 2. My x is negative 1 squared minus 4, negative 1 plus d. Alright, so okay, minus 2 plus 4, this is 2. 2 minus 2, so is okay, this is 2 plus d equals to 8. So therefore, my equation of the curve is gx equals to negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. Done. Okay, so you just need to understand how to integrate 2 prime, 1 prime, and how to get gx. And here, remember, after you use a plus c, don't use the plus c anymore. Just change it to the plus d. Okay? First value is m is 14, not 7. Okay, good to know that. 7. Oh, yeah. This is over 4, right? 14. Thanks for the correction, but it's still rejected. Okay, because it need to less than some number, isn't it? They want to less than 4. So yeah, this value is 14. Yeah. When I hungry and want to do fast, I tend to make a mistake. I'm sorry about that. Look a little bit not so professional, but it's fine. I always make mistake. All right, let's have a look at number 10. Okay, I believe even though I want to continue, but I believe I will just stop at question number 10, and the next of the thing I will go from the next live streaming. Okay, so number 10 will be the last question for today. When I use a calculator to check the previous question, I found out the answer is 2. Okay, interesting. You can check again. Alright, so a group of students consists of 4 boys and 4 girls have to attend an event. Okay, so if in the event they are seated at a round table, so okay, round table, find the number of different arrangement. The round table formula is n-1 factorial lah. Okay, so okay, this is the round table arrangement. Okay, so therefore I have 8 people, so therefore is 8 minus 1 factorial, which is 7 factorial, which is 5040, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, this is how we get the part 1. Part 2. All of them has been asked to perform in a line. So okay, they're sitting in a line. How many way of arrangement so that all the girls will stand at the middle? So girl must be at the middle. So here I will put 2 boys here. I put 2 boys here. Okay, so therefore they're at the fixed position. Do you see? Boy and girl, they have the fixed position already. Fixed position, if you want to do, normally we will do really fast. We want to arrange all the 4 girls, 4 factorial. I want to arrange all the 4 boys, just another 4 factorial. This is 4 factorial is 24, isn't it? 24 square. What? 576, is it? I don't know. Yeah, 576. Okay, so yeah, this is how we do it. Yes, the live stream will upload to the YouTube later. Okay, let's do one more question. Let's do one more. I mean, just finish this one. Okay, still have B. I thought we finished already. So I like, okay. Okay, B. Okay, the Panan Wakil Plaza, which consists of 3 girls and 2 boys, are selected as a representative for the leadership camp. If 3 representatives will be selected as a presenter during the camp, how many different ways to select at least 1 girl as a presenter? Okay, so right now my objective, I want to select 3. So at least 1 girl. Basically mean among this group here, at least 1 girl, right? I can be 1 girl mixed with 2 boys. Or I can be 2 girls mixed with 1 boy. Or I can be all 3 girls, isn't it? Because they say at least 1 girl. It makes sense, right? 1 girl, 2 girls, 3 girls. Okay, so if I want to select one girl from the 3 girl here called 3C1. And 2 boy from 2 boy here called 2C2. Okay, so I'm going to use the same logic to select for second one. And same logic here is 3C3 times 2C0. Okay, then I will just plus all the answer here. This one is 3. This one is 3 times 2, 6. This is 1. Okay, so all add together, 10. So therefore, we have 10 ways to actually select at least one girl. Okay, get it? Get it? Let me see next question long or not. Alright, this question doesn't seem very long. Let's finish the 11 also. Because the next class, we need to discuss the question. We still have a lot here. So never mind, I finished the 11. Last. Okay. So yeah, for binomial, you should know this one is basically the NP. Okay, so we doesn't know what is N. Is it N is both of them? If both of them plus together equals to 1, then I will say yes. I use this one, 125 plus 27 over 125. It's not equals to 1. It's not equals to 1 mean I'm missing some line here. Mean I still have some line over here. So therefore, I want to find what is exactly the N. So I prefer use a 0 because 0, this is x equals to 0, right? So when formula is x equals to r, is NCR PR n minus Q n minus r, right? So if I r equals to 0, my whole equation becomes very easy. This one is NC0, P0, Q n minus 0 is n. Because NC0 is 1, P power of 0 is 1, so I just need to do about Q power of n. Okay, so in this case, so since I know x equals to 0, I will get about 27 over 125. And what is my P? My P is 0.4, which is 2 over 5. My Q is 1 minus P, 0.6 or 3 over 5. So in this case, because of understand this one, so I can straight away say 3 over 5 power of n is equals to 27 over 125. So therefore, 3 over 5 power of n, 27 is 3 power of 3, 125 is 5 power of 3. So therefore, I know n equals to 3. Done. 2 mark. Okay? Okay, for part 2. Hence, okay, if this is a normal distribution, you will see a bell-shaped diagram. You will not see something like this. Okay, this kind of line diagram is for binomial. So therefore, I already know binomial. If you want to know for normal distribution, this one, mean and standard, mean and variance. Okay, it will be mean and variance. It's not mistaken. Yeah, if for Z, for normal distribution, this is 0 and 1. Okay, so yeah, this one we call, all this we call parameter. But if you already joined my masterclass, you can go to watch back the previous content. Okay, so hence and finish this diagram. So we still have some missing line. So we want to actually find x equals to 2 and 3. Okay, so let me play some cheats since I'm hungry. You can use the formula to find 2 and 3. I go to binomial PD. I go to the list here. I do not know what's... Oh, I know my n is 3, isn't it? So basically, I still have a 2 and still have a 3 here. So I do know what is 2 and 3. I list here, I enter 2 and 3. And my n is 3. And my p is 0.4. And it does tell me some value here. But I believe that we prefer fraction, right? Never mind. Let's be hardworking. Yeah, actually I already got the both a value, but I prefer write in a fraction form. Okay. X equals to 2. So this one will be 3C2. 2 over 5 power of 2 and 3 over 5 power of 1. Okay, so this is 3 multiply 4 over 25 times 3 over 5. So this is 12, 36. 36 over 125. Okay, so I have 36 is somewhere here. 2 is 36 over 125. Okay, when x equals to 3. So it's nice. So this one is 3C3 is 1. and this is 2 over 5 power of 3, and then this is 3 over 5 power of 0, so they are cancel. This one is 8 over 125. Nice. The last one, 3, it will be here, and then it will be 8 over 125. Dun, finish the whole thing. Finish diagram. Another 2 mark. Alright, so yeah, we have about 100 students stay until the end. I want to really thank you so much, and all my moderator trying to help me, like for Claire, for Alvin, and for JY. I want to thank you for coming and stay until almost 12 already. And happy Chinese New Year to all the students, no matter you are Chinese, Indian, Malay, or even from other country. So yeah, I want to wish you happy Chinese New Year, because next week will be Chinese New Year. Alright, so thanks for your time and have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys around in my YouTube channel. I will update about when is the next live streaming in my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you help me to like this video so that YouTube know this content is not too bad, even though I made a little character mistake in my life here. Yeah, if you can help me to like or even share to your friend or blah blah blah, I will be really appreciate it. And I will see you guys around in my YouTube channel. And good night. And I want to go for my dinner now. Bye bye.